This past week, something felt off inside me. You know that subtle internal wobble, the feeling that you're trying so hard to stay balanced, grounded, aligned, and spiritually correct that it actually takes you out of your natural state? That was me. Even after reaching union with my own divine masculine, I still have moments where I slip into the old pattern of trying to manage the connection. It's funny, isn't it? Before union, you think the spiritual work ends once you get there. But after union, you discover the truth. The work doesn't end, it simply becomes more subtle, more internal, and more aligned with your soul rather than your ego. And for me, the pattern that resurfaced this week was one I know far too well, trying to live in a state of constant detachment so that the energy between us stays stable. And let me tell you, that is exhausting. Trying to stay detached as a strategy is really just another form of control dressed up as spirituality. I noticed myself doing it in small ways, holding back expressing how I felt, trying to stay zen or neutral even when emotions were moving through me, softening my truth so he wouldn't feel overwhelmed, over monitoring my own energy to prevent him from pulling away. It's subtle and it's sneaky, but underneath it all was the same old fear. If I feel too much, he'll step back. Ironically and painfully, that very resistance often creates the very reaction we fear. Me trying to detach to keep him close actually made him pull away a little, because resistance is a form of energetic tightness, and twin flame energy cannot flow through tension. It's like trying to hold your breath while expecting your heart to beat calmly. Impossible. Just when I felt myself spiraling into over-management mode again, something beautiful happened. This morning I came across this quote by Eckhart Tolle, and it felt like the universe placing a soft hand on my shoulder. How do you let go of attachment to things? Don't even try. It's impossible. Attachment to things drops away by itself when you no longer seek to find yourself in them. Instantly, I exhaled, because I realized what I had done. I wasn't trying to detach for clarity or presence. I was trying to detach so I didn't lose myself in him. I was trying to detach because I feared what would happen if I didn't. I was trying to detach in order to control my own experience. And that's not true detachment. That's ego in spiritual clothing. True detachment isn't effortful. True detachment isn't tension. True detachment isn't avoidance. True detachment is freedom, a byproduct, not a goal. Eckhart's words reminded me, attachment falls away naturally when you're no longer trying to find your identity, your worth, your security, your sense of self in anything outside of you. And yes, anything includes your twin flame. When you're truly resting in yourself, you don't have to force detachment. You don't have to over-monitor your energy. You don't have to try to be still, calm, or spiritually composed. You simply are. And in that being, attachment dissolves on its own, like ice melting in warm hands. So today, with those words echoing inside me, I gave myself permission to do something radical and surprisingly hard. I allowed myself to feel all of it, exactly as it was. The longing, the love, the sensitivity, the vulnerability, the fear, the tenderness, all of it. Instead of resisting, I let the emotion flow through me like a wave, no trying to mute it, no trying to detach from it, no trying to spiritually transcend it, just feeling it. And something magical happens when you stop resisting your own feelings. The emotional pressure dissolves, your nervous system softens, the identity level attachment loosens naturally, the connection becomes spacious again. You return to yourself, the real you, not the spiritual performer you think you need to be. The truth is simple. By resisting the feeling, you create more of it. By allowing the feeling, you dissolve it. I don't need to detach from my divine masculine. I don't need to constantly regulate the energy between us. I don't need to prevent anything from happening. My only job, and your only job, is to stay rooted in yourself, to feel what arises, to let it move through you without clinging or suppressing, to trust that your soul knows what to do with it. Because the moment you stop trying to find yourself in your twin flame, the moment you stop trying to control the flow, the moment you let go of the fear of feeling, detachment happens on its own, union stabilizes on its own, your energy regulates itself, your connection breathes freely again. And you return to the most important teaching of all, just be. That's it. That's the whole path. Be with your heart, be with your soul, be with what moves through you, be with the truth of your own existence. And the rest, everything you think you need to manage, protect, or control, takes care of itself. Today I feel lighter again, softer, more open, more myself. And because I'm more myself, our union is steady again, all because of one simple reminder: let it come, let it move, let it be, and you, just be.